Alright, so my name's David Terry. This is the video blog or vlog that's due for English 461 on 9/20 as homework for 9/18. I'm doing it on an iPad, so if I'm not really looking directly at the camera, it's because I'm looking at myself. Because, like the guy said, talking to a camera is pretty weird. And if I look off to the side, I have a notepad with stuff to talk about. But talking to the camera is pretty weird. I figured that out last night when I was playing around with iMovie on the iPad, trying to figure out how I was going to edit everything, and realized that I don't spend a lot of time actually looking at the camera. I spend a lot more time looking at the iPad. I guess it's probably a common problem if you're doing stuff like this with an iPad or a camera that's got a screen on it that you can instantly see. But it's probably a little bit easier than looking into a webcam that's just kind of a black hole. I thought some of the interesting things that were said in his video were that most videos are 3 minutes or less, and that they're intended for less than 100 people. Background can kind of fluctuate. My background's probably going to fluctuate. I'm at my fiance's apartment right now, which she just moved into, so the walls are still pretty neutral. And really the only thing on the wall is her little keyring, flip-flop looking keyring holder thingy. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Authentic. Who do you want to be, or persona? Yeah, I thought that was an interesting point, especially about the emo kid in Ohio and the girl and their little YouTube love story, and then he ended up being some British kid, and like the old man switching the clothes and the outfits and stuff. Like he switched to an old lady, and like two different men, and I think another old lady. That was pretty interesting. Realistically, if he had done the old lady first and not run them all together, if he'd have shown them as separate clips, probably wouldn't have known the difference. Just would have thought it was an ugly woman. Screenshot in the video at the midpoint, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. At some point I'll figure out if that's still the way it is. I might even try that with my video. So far I'm at 2:52. Once I get to 3 minutes, I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to try to insert a screenshot in the middle, and then... Alright, so I put the clip in. Didn't expect it to be 5 seconds long, and I didn't expect to really run for 3 minutes before I thought of doing that. So my video is going to be exponentially longer than it needs to be, and it's going to be about 6 minutes and approximately 10 seconds just to get the clip to be the midpoint. No big deal, whatever. You don't have to watch the end of the video. The end of the video is probably just going to be me doing nothing, just to fill out the last few seconds. The picture's kind of weird. Like I said, my fiance just moved in here, so she doesn't have internet access. So I just use my iPad to take a picture of the picture on my iPhone. But it'll work. Maybe it'll be a screenshot. Maybe it'll get a laugh. The guy also talked about how people would comment and say crazy things on YouTube that you're liable to never say in person. And I think that applies to almost any blog, forum, social media type thing. People say stuff on Twitter and on Facebook to people, even people they know, that they would never say in real life, either because it's just outside their vocabulary and their character, or because they're just generally scared to. But the stuff that gets said on YouTube and different like news media sites in their comment box is just completely off in left field and wild, and it's actually pretty funny. It's pretty entertaining if you really just look around and check it out, because people get real intense. The idea of internet sensations and free hugs, and then the Soulja Boy sensation, totally listened to the song, did the dance at prom when I was in high school, have friends that still listen to him. Didn't know Soulja Boy started on YouTube. That's awesome. Super cool way to incorporate that into their video. The free hug thing kind of blew my mind because I went to church camp as a 8th, 9th, and 10th grader in high school. Week-long thing in Oklahoma. And every year we had custom free hug shirts made. And we would walk around doing that. Totally didn't know where it came from. Totally was left out of the loop, and I'm kind of annoyed about that now. The participatory culture, obviously trying to get in on that now with this video. We'll see how it goes. Depending on how much I like the editing, depending on what I've got to say, I could definitely see myself continuing to do this after the class is over. Well, I'm at 3:01. Gotta stop. Thanks. Bye.